Hey, hi guys, welcome again. In the last couple of days, I've been talking about what I call wealth finding. So when I say wealth finding, I'm basically talking about how do you determine that product that is really profitable for export and sale in the USA. Because we deal mainly with USA. But again, a lot of the principles I talk about can work with any other country. We just focus on the USA because it's the biggest market in the world. So wealth finding looks at how you determine the right product for export. Now today I'm going to give you some tips, that you need to follow, especially for those who are selling food. If you are in the food business, you deal with food, you package food, these tips will help you in selecting the right product for export. Now, one, like I have said all the time, is that the product must have a high demand in the USA. The most difficult thing you can do is trying to, sell a new product in any new market. Go with a product that there is already a demand for. Now, in the olden days, what is it that people used to do to know if there's a demand for a product? You go to the Chamber of Commerce, you go through trade data, you do so many things. It's so complex. Now you can do all that through Amazon. Why? Because look, Amazon is the biggest e-commerce platform. So if people are buying a particular product on Amazon, I can tell you it is definitely in high demand. Now, how do you know that your product is in demand by using Amazon? One, you have what we call the BSR, bestseller ranking. I'm sure most of you have seen it. You may probably not have taken note. When you go to Amazon, you see, bestseller ranking. When you open up a product, you scroll down, there's a place there that talks about BSR. Look at it, click on it. By the time you click on it, it's going to take you to a page where you see the ranking of that product. Now, typically products that are there, top 100, are some of the best sellers. You can't go wrong. Those products are selling a lot, and by taking one of those products, you can definitely modify your product to suit it. Now, it doesn't mean that if your product is not there, it's not going to be a bestseller. No, there are other checks that we do. Now, another thing you can do while on Amazon to see if there's a huge demand for a product is to look at the number of reviews. You're going to see some products that have like 10,000 reviews. You see some that has like 20,000 reviews. That tells you there's a high demand. Now, according to Amazon, the statistics is that about 1% of buyers, anywhere from 1 to 3% of buyers, go in to leave a review. So when you have a product that has about 10,000 reviews, 1% means what? It means that over 1 million people have gone in there to buy that product, because only about 1% of them will actually go to leave a review. So those things are things you need to put in mind. If you see a product that has only 3, 4, 5 reviews, now it doesn't mean that that product is not in demand. It could also mean that the particular seller selling that product is not really, doesn't know how to really use the Amazon platform. So you need to check other sellers, see how the reviews are for other sellers. Now, another way you can really know if a product is in high demand is by the sales data. How much are they selling on a monthly basis? And we have tools that we can use there, and I'm going to recommend 2 of them right there on the screen. You can see them. One is Helium 10, the other is Jungle Scout. These are probably the 2 best tools, but they are both paid tools. You need to pay. I think Helium 10 is about, we use Helium 10 because it's an amazing tool, but we pay like $249 every month just to have access to the features. So you can use these 3 methods. The first one is checking the Amazon BSR bestseller ranking. The second one is by looking at the number of reviews. And obviously the third one is by digging deep into the actual sales data. So that is a way for you to check if there's a high demand in a particular product. Now, like I said, today I'm going to be talking about food. So you're selling food products. You've already checked to see that there's a high demand using Amazon. Now, there are other ways to check. You can check export data. You can check sales statistics. Now, the good thing about one of the tools I mentioned, Jungle Scout, Jungle Scout can actually give you sales data. It can give you the import data of various products into the USA, and that can help you to check demand. But again, they are expensive, they are complex. Amazon is free. If you can learn how to use Amazon to check for demand, you are good to go. And I have a course where I go deep into this. I show you all the various ways, the things to click. Click down below, you'll see the details of the course. Now, for those selling food again, trying to be sure that the product you are selling is profitable means two things. One, your shipping method has to be cost effective. So when I'm talking about cost effective, it means now you typically have two ways to ship. You either have air or sea. Obviously, sea is going to be a lot cheaper. In fact, from what we see, if we spend $10 shipping a product by air, we are spending about $1 shipping via sea. In fact, we had a customer who in one shipment, we saved her over $18,000 shipping via sea compared to shipping via air. So again, what is the shipping method you are using? Now, that shipping method has a lot of consequence. Now, because if you use ocean and you are selling food, then you have to factor in the fact that it could take about 2 to 3 months coming from Africa. Now, if it takes 2 to 3 months, what is your shelf life? How long are those products going to be on the shelf? How long are they going to be in Amazon's warehouse before they sell? So again, another factor you need to consider if you're trying to sell food is to make sure that it has shelf life of about 6 to 9 months, because it could take you 3, 4, 5 months to sell out. Ideally, I want to see products, if you are shipping via sea and you are starting new, I want to see products that have shelf life of about 9 months. That is the way to go. So again, those are some of the factors you need to consider. Another one that I will probably talk about is the weight. When I do the full Amazon course, and again, that course is amazing. If you haven't signed up for it, find a way to sign up for it. The full Amazon course will show you why it is important to look for products that make sense. So let me give an example. We have customers who like, a lot of times, people that want to export, they just want to start with the basic thing, the easiest of things, So they see palm oil. Palm oil is a product that is readily available all over Africa. And, but a gallon of palm oil that sells for, say, $20 compared to maybe soursop leaves, dried soursop leaves that sells for $20, they're going to have different shipping costs. So if you put it on Amazon and it sells for $20, and if you are using the Amazon FBA system, again, I talk more about the FBA system in my other videos. There's a link below where you can watch those other videos. Now, when you are using the FBA system, even though the buyer is paying $20, Amazon is going to ship those products to the end buyer. So what is it that you're going to see? They are going to remove the shipping cost from that $20. Now, if I'm selling palm oil that weighs 2 kg and I'm selling soursop leaves that weighs 100 grams, the one that weighs 2 kg, I'm going to pay close to $10 to ship it. So what does that mean? By the time Amazon removes their $10 from the $20 you sold it, you are making only $10. And they are also going to remove what we call seller fee. Typically, seller fee for food is about 15% when the cost of the food is more than $8. So if they remove 15%, that's another $3. So you are selling palm oil that weighs 2 kg. They remove 10 kg to $10 to ship it. They remove $3 as their fee. That's $13 gone. So at the end of the day, you are only left with $7. But another seller who is selling the same thing for $20, but because they are selling soursop leaves that only weighs 100 grams, it's going to cost Amazon. Amazon will charge you probably about $4, $5 to ship it. So by the time they remove the $5, they remove the $3 for as their seller fees, that's $8. You are getting $12 back compared to the other who is selling palm oil and getting only $7 back. That's $5 difference per item. So again, determining the right product to sell. That's why I keep telling people. A lot of people come to me and say, "Oh, the biggest challenge you have with export is finding buyers." No. If you have the right product that buyers are there already looking for, you are good. You post the product and it will sell. You know, we have even this palm oil I'm talking about. We have people who started not too long ago. They're already doing like $1,000 every month on Amazon. You know, but when you look at that $1,000, by the time Amazon remove their charges, they are left with something little. And that's why it's very important you determine the right type of product. Again, I have to say it. You have to do your analysis and make sure you are selling the right, you've selected the right product that will be highly profitable after all these numerous charges are removed before you go into export. Now, something else that you need to look at, especially for food, is that product available all year round? It's key, because you have products that are seasonal. You know, so if I sell a product that is seasonal, so it's only available, say, for 4 months in the year, that means within that 4 months, I have to do a lot of optimization, so many things on Amazon. And most likely, you're going to have other sellers from other countries who are selling those products. So at the end of the day, what is it that you see? Before your product gets to rank high on Amazon, your season is already over. So again, I recommend making sure that you are selling products that are available all year round. Now, you know, again, it has to meet the quality of selling in the US. Now, there are about 5 other key points that I'm not going to talk about on this in this series. I'll probably mention it in other videos, but again, I deal with all these points in our full training. You know, because the training is so. In fact, that training, it's about it's a couple of days. But when you subscribe for it, at the end of the day, you're going to know every single thing there is about exporting and selecting the right product for export. You know, so I'm going to, you know, again, there are 6, I have here like 10 key points that I tell our main customers. You know, I've only talked about 4 or 5 of them. The rest, click the link below. You'll see our training module, select it, and it's there. You know, in another video, I'm going to talk about the other 6. But again, I don't like to make videos that are too long. You know, 10 minutes thereabout is just ideal. So that's it. Again, to summarize, do not go into export if you have not run the proper analysis, if you have not run your profitability calculation to know if the product you want to sell is profitable. 2 products, like I said, can sell for exactly the same price. At the end of the day, one is getting maybe $10 as net profit. The other could be getting $2 or $3, depending on the product you've selected. So again, I'll see you another time. But again, click the link, subscribe, follow me, and I will definitely give you loads of information on how to start a profitable export business. See you soon.